I think that it would be a terrible feeling to know that you die with potential, and that you didn't share that with the world.
I don't know. I'm driven to do it.
Yes.
Driven to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that there has to be some sort of accountability always. But we could discuss this in another one, but I would say that the why, that component is essential. And I would share one of mine is doing this podcast. For many years, I had the idea of doing the podcast in English. I've done it in Spanish. I do a podcast in Spanish in business. I do a podcast in Spanish for soccer players. But this one in English, I was like, I'm not sure. Should I do it? And a lot of the programs that I've done are in English, but the podcast is something different. And I said to myself, I don't want to die knowing that I could have shared this with my best song inside of me. And I think that it would be a terrible feeling to know that you die with potential, and that you didn't share that with the world. So that's why I think that it's important that a soccer player can identify with that and say, okay, if I really see that I have this potential and I can share it with others, share it with my teammates, share it with my team, with my city, with my country, and this is my superpower, then go for it. And if this is going to help me, my family, then it's my role to do as much as I can to make this happen. And if it doesn't happen, at least I know I did everything that I could to make it happen. And then you can smile at the end of the day and say, I did everything I could.
Oh, Pepe, it's so funny because I always tell players, obviously in the United States, a lot of it is about college soccer for youth athletes.
Yes.
And I always say, I'm like, when you're 18 and you graduated high school and you know where you're going to go to college, you can look in the mirror and say, I did this. I did it.
Yes.
Now, that might not be a positive thing because you may not be going to play college soccer and that's your fault. You may not be going to the school that was your dream school since you were 7.
Yes.
It's your fault as well. Or you topped out at a level that wasn't quite there, but you're going to another school. But if you're, again, like what very first thing we talked about, if you're realistic, you're not unhappy at this, right? And you look in the mirror like, I did this. Good or bad, you did it.